Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of FTB Horizons 3. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. I'm having a great day. I've woken up, I've had a couple cups of coffee, I'm feeling good, and I'm excited. Today, we're going to take a little bit of a break from doing all the technical stuff that we've been grinding away at for the last few episodes, and I think it's time to tackle something that's kind of long overdue, and that's this basement. Look at this. It's horrible. It's so bad. All this cobblestone and andesite diorite is just like, ugh, it's terrible. So I want to do something about this today and kind of clean this up a little bit, make it look a lot better. I did a couple minor things between episodes. I added a few more of these petrified fuel generators, so we now have 8 instead of 5. I added a couple more of these resourceful furnaces as well. I upgraded this energy cell to resonant. It was hardened, so this thing now stores 50 million RF, which means that if I have to like take my power network offline or something for a little bit, we'll have enough power to kind of keep going for a while. And then I also ran some cables. So, let's see. Basically, this is now hooked up. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I basically hooked up for, cabling and things. It's lots of different stuff, but basically everything is up and running now. Most of it was related to this power network stuff, but then I also hooked up Essence. You can see that this auto spawner in here, there's a refined storage cable and an exporter there instead of what used to be there, which was a thermal dynamics conduit or fluid duct or whatever. And then finally, last thing, I added a crafting grid down here so that if I just need to run up and grab something, I don't have to go all the way up the elevator. I can just grab it from right here. So that's kind of the changes in a nutshell. Let's get to kind of working on this. So I think the first step is we're just going to take this whole floor and we're just going to tear the whole thing out. We're just going to get rid of all of it. And that way we'll have room to replace this with something else. Now, I don't exactly know what I want to do for a design down here. We could kind of mimic like what we've done upstairs, and that might be good. I should also check. I know we have mega torches. Let's just see. Yeah, we can totally make one of these. Let's just make one of these real quick, and let's just put that right here. That'll prevent any mobs from spawning down here while we're working on this whole thing. I'm just going to put it like right there, kind of floating up in the air. That's fine. So I fell in a hole. Let's go ahead and let's just maybe do, there's a ghost block. Let's just maybe do this side right here for starters. And then once this side is done, then we'll worry about kind of doing the rest of it in the same general style. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's go and let's maybe grab some spruce wood. Do I have a builder's wand? I do. Awesome. That should speed this up a bit. So let's just go here. And let's just kind of bring this across for the moment. Yes, I know I could use slabs and save some resources. We have 47,000 spruce wood logs. I don't think it's really that necessary to like limit to save our spruce wood. I think it's gonna be okay, guys. it'll be fine. Don't panic. So anyway, let's maybe swap all this out for spruce wood for the moment. And then basically what we have upstairs is we just use these white blocks from flat colored blocks, and we just use those for the walls. And I think I kind of want to do that down here as well, but then we'll add some extra details to kind of make this look better, because right now it's not a great look. So let's just kind of get rid of that. There we go. Boop, 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 like so. And again, as I said, I'm not going to worry. I'm not going to do all of this, but I want to do like maybe this side of the hallway together, and then we'll kind of mimic it on the other side. So let's just, there we go. So that all seems fine. And then we'll do this little bit right here as well. And we got to remember blazes are probably going to be spawning in here, like, while we're doing this. But the harvester there or whatever will take care of it pretty quickly. So this is good. There we go. Okay. So there's this. Now for a ceiling, we could go spruce wood again, but I think I kind of want to do something maybe a little bit different. I know we definitely want to do something with the ceiling. Obviously, this is this is not good, what we have here right now. So let's tear this out. We'll just kind of do lines like this. And where does it need to go? Right here? Yeah, this should be fine. Let's just kind of do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And are Endermen teleporting around? Like, is that thing not killing Endermen fast enough? They should be dying, like, basically the second they spawn. But, I don't know, maybe things are a little messed up or whatever. I'm just going to throw some torches down here for some temporary lighting. We'll have actual proper lighting worked into this design once it's all said and done. So let's just see. We do have chisels and bits, and we do have the chisel mod. Do we have chisels and bits? We totally do. Okay. So first of all, let's take a look at the chisel mod and just kind of see what I kind of want down here. I kind of want some sort of like a grate texture. Maybe, is this factory blocks? Let's just see. If we make some factory blocks, let's just make like a stack of them. And then let's grab our chisel here. And let's try... Let's try this one out. That might be kind of what we're looking for. If we do something like this, and then we'll just kind of bring that all the way across to here. That seems pretty good. And then we need a slab texture. So let's see what we have here for slabs. Ashen stone. How do you make that? Ash pile and stone. It looks a little more complicated than what we're looking for at the moment. Aethium slab. All some environmental tech stuff that's probably not realistic. I want something up here. Maybe we could just go something. Well, no, I don't really like that either. What do we have for slab options? Like, this is it. That's not really a lot. We could turn basically anything into a slab with chisels and bits, but I don't know that I necessarily want to do that. What if we grab, like, spruce? Let's make a couple spruce slabs here. What if we just did something like this? Right? And then this would kind of, like, wrap around like so. So we'd have the grate there kind of in the middle. But the slabs would sort of wrap around the edge like this. That's not that bad. That might work. I'm not going for like a super industrial sort of feel here, but I also don't want it to feel like super rustic either. So let's just see. If we do a little bit of this, and I need to kind of turn the corner a little bit here so we can kind of see, because right now we're not really getting the full effect that we want. Let's just say we bring this like over, and let's just tear out like that much of it. And then kind of the same thing on this side. We'll just go to like maybe here. That should be fine. Okay, so now I need some more factory blocks. And we turn those into that texture right there. And then we would just go like so. And like so. There we go. What do we think of that? Like, as you're kind of walking around, it kind of curves. It's not really the feel I want to go for. I like this. I think the spruce just isn't really excuse me. The spruce just isn't really doing it for me. What else do we have for slab auction? Oh, these framed. I kind of forgot about these. Apparently, this, what's it called? Block Craftery? Apparently, this is basically chisels and, basically the, what was it called? Carpenters Blocks, I think? It's been so long now since I've used it, because it was a mod that was, like, super prevalent back in, like, 1.7.10. But since then, it went a super long time without an update, and it kind of like fell by the wayside. So let's try. If this works the way that I think it's gonna work, then this might be exactly what we're looking for. So let's go like here. I need a few more of these. We go boop, boop, boop. Okay. So if this works the way that I think it will, then this might very well be our answer. Now, as far as which block to use, that might be a different matter entirely, but I think we could probably get away with something. Well, no, because it's probably not going to have connected. Well, let's find out. Will it have connected textures? If we do this, no, it won't. But this totally works like I thought it was going to. So this is basically Carpenters Blocks in 1.12.2, which makes me so happy because that is like one of my favorite mods of all time. And basically it just, as I said, it kind of fell by the wayside because it went so long without getting updated that I haven't seen it in forever. And this isn't Carpenters Blocks. I imagine it's a different mod author and stuff. But still, like this ability to essentially paste a texture onto a different block so that now everything totally has slabs and stairs, that's super useful. That's really, really good. So I suppose, maybe we could just do like stone, right? Just something like this. I kind of like that. Some weird lighting stuff going on there. But I kind of like this, and I think right now it looks a little funky because we still have stone showing, but I think once we swap all the walls out properly for white, that might be what we're looking for. Otherwise, we could look at like a metallic, like some sort of like metal or something. I'll figure something out. Let me play around with this for a bit. I should also check and see how does it work with logs. Like if I do that, okay. Oh, I'm using the wrong blocks here. I need to be using the slabs. But let's just go here and here. If I want this to have like a half log texture, I have to click the side. Okay, got it. So that's how it'll work with like directional blocks where it matters what face you place it on. Okay, let me do some work down here, guys. I'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, guys, I am back, and it's looking pretty good. I'm still not entirely sold on the stone, but I think the big reason is that there's kind of a weird lighting glitch, and I don't know what's causing it, because like if we look behind this thing, it's filled in. Like no light is getting to this block. So why there's like a definite separation here, I'm not really sure. But we'll deal with it. It's fine. I mean, I may still swap this out for something else. I kind of like the idea of using like a dark gray, maybe like this block, honestly. But I don't have any ink sacs at the moment, so yeah. I should look. Is there an easy way to get these besides just I mean, squid. Is there a I'll think of something. It'll be fine. I suppose, you know, what we could do, here's a thought. Let's make this super easy. Let's make a mob imprisonment tool. We can get ink sacks in huge quantities super, super easily. All we need to do is capture a squid. I should have done this ages ago. Excuse me. Because we've got so many bones. Like, we've got that part of it covered. But here, we'll just say, hey, squid. Make a squid. Do the thing. And then I'm going to do this. We'll say blacklist nothing, because we want ender pearl, or we want squid stuff to end up in here. These things are all going to die. It's going to take a minute for the drops. Yeah, soul gem. There we go. Ink sacks. That's what we want. And then I want some of, there we go. Squid beaks as well. So we change this to a whitelist, ink sac, squid beaks. There we go. So that'll get this stuff and it'll void everything else. That way, that'll get us a ton of ink. And then we can use that for you know, whatever we want. Like the gray blocks. But anyway, so this part is good. I want to figure out a lighting solution, and I think I have one. There's these opal lamps in here. These things are pretty cool. So if we make an opal lamp, this is basically a redstone lamp. So if we grab like a lever, for example, right, put it on here, ta-da, it lights up. And it's white, and it's nice and clean and beautiful. However, there's also an inverted opal lamp. And that's basically just an opal lamp combined with a redstone torch. So if we go and make, you know, I don't know, like 15 of these, so then we'll have 16 total. We can just do this. I need to make some more redstone torches. There we go. And boom, we now have 16 of these opal lamps. And what I'm thinking is we'll use these as our kind of lighting here. So we can do something like that. That should keep everything, you know, relatively well lit up. Maybe not like flawless, but I think it'll work. And because of the connected textures, I think it'll look, you know, perfectly fine if it's kind of like embedded in here. Let's put one here, put one there, put one there, there. And then is there a center point between these? There is not. This is an even number. So we could go like 2. Yeah, you know what? This might be fine. Let's get rid of these torches here and just kind of see. Is that going to be enough light? I think the answer is no, it's not. Okay. So now I'm curious, if we look at these framed blocks right here, back in 1.7.10, one of the best things about Carpenters Blocks was that you could do that and then right click it with glowstone and it would provide light. Unfortunately, it looks like that's not a thing. Let's go at Block Craftery. Yeah, I don't think that will work anymore, which is unfortunate. I hope that gets added at some point, because that was like the best thing about Carpenter. That was one of the best things about Carpenter's Blocks. It was so good to be able to just like, boop, there you go. You have a hidden lighting source. It was amazing for hiding your lighting. But, I like this. I like this a lot. But we got to figure out something else to light up these kind of other areas. I mean, we could easily, you know, put lighting in the floor. Ta-da! But that's not really a good look. So I'll have to figure something else out there. Yeah, I'll have to figure something else out. That's fine, though. That's not going to be a big deal. We also now have, like, infinity squid dyes, or squid ink, so we should be able to try out the gray blocks now. So let's just go and make gray dye. There we go. It's a stack of 64. Let's grab a little bit of cobble. grab our block crafter. And I should also look, what was the one that we were actually using? 1281. So, okay, so just this first one. Easy enough. All right, so now, let's see how this looks if we use the gray block instead of the stone. Yeah. That's so much better. That's a huge improvement. I like that, like, way, way better than what we had, for sure. Let's just kind of bring it around over here as well. Yeah, that's much cleaner. That looks just like, for sure, this is the way to go. This is a huge improvement over the stone, I think. Like, this is more what I was going for. Is kind of like a pseudo-modern, slightly industrial, but not super industrial sort of feel. That's kind of what I wanted for this basement area. And I think this is pretty much exactly what I was envisioning. Once we get this gray block in place instead, I think it just fits the whole thing, like, way better. So let's just kind of bring that around. And then I'll make more of these gray blocks since we have the resources to do it now, and, you know, all will be well. But I think this fits far better than what we had. We still got to figure out this whole lighting thing, though. I suppose the other option would be we could maybe hide lighting under carpets or something. For now, I'm just going to light it up with torches like this, but we'll have to do something different. Let me do a little bit more work down here, guys. I'll be back with you in just a sec. All right, guys, I am back. I did a little bit more work. I decided to bring some of these kind of gray pillars down on the corners as well, and I think that really helps. Let's grab just a little bit more gray dye, like so. And then let's grab some more cobble as well. That should be good. And let's just make a bunch of this. So the other thing I was thinking we could maybe do is kind of add more of these pillars instead of just in the corners. Maybe, that's not what I want. Go away. Maybe we can kind of frame out some of these doorways a little bit as well. And that way it just looks a little bit more kind of, I don't know, interesting as you're walking around down here. And that way some of these things are framed out too, like this crafting grid, for example. It's centered in the middle of something. I think that's good. Right here, for example, we'd probably want to frame out this door, so we'd go like here. And then on this side, same kind of a deal, like that. Over here, like so, and like so, there. And then I don't think we need to frame out these larger kind of center parts. But this kind of just gives us a little bit of something. Obviously, some of these rooms down here aren't done. This needs to be decorated properly and cleaned up. The ceiling up here, I still need to kind of figure out. I think what I'm probably going to end up doing with this one is I'm just going to end up lowering all of this by like 1 block. And that'll give me room up here to put in that slab, the gray slabs going around. Because right now it looks a little funky. We're like switching between slab and no slab, and it's a weird look. So I kind of want to mess with that just a little bit and try and clean it up a little bit. But for now, I think I'm pretty happy with like all of this. I think it's pretty good. We could go and put a light somewhere around here too, maybe like in the walls or whatever. Up here we're using these inverted opal lamps as well. But this is blocking the light. So I don't know where we would put it down here if I'm going to keep the elevator where it is. But we can kind of sort that out later on. I think, though, that I am pretty much out of time for this episode. So I think I'm going to call this one here, and we'll kind of, deal with it a little bit more in the future. If you have ideas for, things that could maybe make it look more interesting or whatever, please leave them in the comments below, because I would appreciate any feedback. I love, kind of getting ideas from you guys. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.